Hey guys, B-Town223 here with some Need for Speed Rivals on the PlayStation 4. So right now I want to talk about the future of the PlayStation 4 and how I see it will go. So, if Marty McFly in Back to the Future actually had gone to 2015, I don't think he would have seen too many hoverboards, but he would have seen a lot of PlayStation 4s. 2.1 million consoles already sold. They sold 1 million in the first day, releasing in the US only. And they still haven't released to Japan, who's going to be a huge buyer. The console in general is just solid. It is good to work with. It's fun. It's easy. It's easy to use. The console itself, not only is it better specs than the Xbox One, but I heard from people that have the Xbox One, the time it takes to download the games, to install the games after putting in the disc, is much longer than the 3-second download it takes for my PS4. I put in my disc, the download's done, I start playing. I don't even notice the gigabytes on gigabytes that are being downloaded. Second, the controller, it's sleek, it feels good in your hands, it's easy to use, it's very responsive. My friend hated the PlayStation 3 controller, so it was way too small. So he came over, used my PlayStation 4 controller, and he loves it. He said, I quote unquote, he said, it is the perfect controller for your hands. 3, the features. The features on the console are very handy. Biggest example I know, the share feature. It's easy to share things to your friends, to post videos. That's how I'm making these videos right now. But PlayStation Plus is another big selling point that I found for PlayStation. It's $10 cheaper than Xbox Live. PlayStation Plus actually gives you games you want to play. Xbox One doesn't even give you games. At least I got Resogun and Contrast and Warframe. Xbox Live, they're giving out Gears of War right now. I'm sorry, but that game came out 8 years ago. I think the PS4 is the light at the end of the tunnel that was last generation. The PlayStation 3 costed too much, it came out later, and at first the games for it were not supported well. So the PS3 really struggled. Now, looking at it now where it's selling for like $200 with like 3 games, it's a great buy, and some of the games out for it are amazing. But the Xbox 360 had almost domination over last generation. But PlayStation 4, it's all about the games. This generation, or the new generation, there's so many games that have already said exclusive content for the PlayStation 4, an extra hour of gameplay for the PS4. And that's big deals. When everyone saw how big the reaction to the delay of Watch Dogs was, people were furious in most part, but that just shows how many people were following it. And if that game gives an extra hour to PlayStation 4 users, the hardcore Ubisoft fans that also get an extra hour with Assassin's Creed 4 are gonna be buying the PS4. And so I think the more the console sells, there's gonna be better support. There's gonna be more companies coming over. For example, my friend loved the Xbox 360 and is gonna buy the Xbox One, all because the Xbox 360 had Minecraft on it and the PS3 didn't. And then once I heard that the PS4 got Minecraft, people are realizing that the PS4 is gonna be a lot better than the Xbox One at first, and most likely later on. The exclusives, the Killzone is alright. Knack is alright. But Infamous Second Son, that's a great game. They announced a release date for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna pre-order that. There's Uncharted 4 they announced. The Uncharted series is ridiculously known for its amazing story and graphics. And back to the console for a second. On specs, the download speeds are faster, the graphics are better. It's 900p versus 720p. It's 1080p versus 720p. It's just looking good, and it's got 60 frames per second. People are saying, oh, well, I heard the PS4's frame rate drops on Battlefield. I have not noticed a frame rate drop once. And then indie developers. So many indie developers were on the PS3 because it was so much easier to work with Sony instead of Microsoft, who's very restrictive on who gets to use the console for their indie games. Now, they tried to fix it. I want to say fix it with quotations because it's news has come out that's changed that by making the Xbox One a dev kit. Well, and so everyone's thinking, oh, well, anyone can be a dev now. Anyone can put their game up. Well, not exactly, because now you need a code, and if you put in a wrong code, it bricks your Xbox One. So, by every Xbox One being a dev kit, not every owner is a dev. So, and I've read stories on people that were forced to make contracts with Microsoft to say, oh, they come out at the same time, and people don't want that. People want to make their games whenever they want. They want to release it to this one earlier, this one later. And so they just left Microsoft in the dust and went to Sony. Alright, I'm done my rant. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.